Big surprise was gonna be a truck camper. We were gonna get the kind that slide into the truck bed.
You like our truck? I love our truck.
We've definitely been going through it.
We had no idea we would be in this situation.
There's still just a lot of shiesty things happening.
Let's go.
You ready to do this?
Yes. We've been so excited to share our big news with you. We've been trying to make these incredible changes to Honey I Roam, and it's not going that way at all.
It's actually been the most expensive mistake that we've ever made, and it's super unfortunate. It's been an emotional roller coaster for us these last 2 weeks.
We've been so excited at some points, and we've cried a lot at some points.
Yeah.
This is a hard one to share.
This has been a huge disappointment. We thought we were going to be changing our camper setup, and you're probably wondering what that is. We'll tell you more, but let's just start from the beginning. We made it to Guadalupe River State Park here in San Antonio, and we're making some changes, you guys. We're not going to tell you quite yet what's going on, but we hope that you're going to be as excited as we are. And what I'm doing right now is cleaning out the car. Look at it, it's so empty. We are going to take the Jeep to the car wash to get it nice and cleaned out because we've been traveling in this for months and haven't had a time to really do a deep clean and take everything out. So here we are. We have all of our stuff right around this campsite. It's kind of driving me crazy, but you got to do what you got to do. And Amber's cooking for us over here. It's so good every once in a while just to reevaluate, get everything out of the car, throw away stuff that we don't need, give away things that we don't need, and just refresh. Especially since we got some big changes ahead. Ever seen a car so clean? At this point, we were going to get the car appraised, our Jeep. You guys know we travel with our Jeep all over the country. We could get a little bit of money for it and also get rid of the loan that we have on it. So we thought it was going to be a win-win for us. We took it to a dealership, got it appraised at a few places. We made an appointment later on in the week to sell it. And luckily,
Giulietta's family came to visit us in San Antonio this week. We let them use our Jeep so that they would have a vehicle to go around town.
And because of that, we didn't sell the Jeep. We let them use it for that entire week. It was a blessing. We had no idea.
After tons and tons of research, we finally found the truck that we wanted to buy. Honeys! You know that big news that we were talking about? It's coming into fruition right before your very eyes. We're at the bank because we are going to buy a truck. You heard us right. We can't wait to show it to you. So we're excited. We'll tell you what we're gonna be doing with the Jeep. We'll tell you all the nitty-gritty details. For now, let's go to the bank and see what we can do to make this happen. Winston, do you want a new car? Winston loves the Jeep, but I promise we're gonna have you set up real nice in this new ride.
Winston!
So we're doing this in San Antonio, Texas, and as you all know, if you've seen our other videos, and if you don't, Giulietta's sister Maya lives here, so we're gonna be riding with her to get there. Maya is a star in our lives, and her little dog Booty is gonna be a star in your life when you meet him.
We love the doggies. They love each other. And I love my Winston.
Auntie Maya loves you. We've been talking to Winston that he's gonna see Auntie Maya and Booty for days, and he's like, well, when is it? Every day we wake up, when is it? And today, they're reunited. We always say, yeah, Maya, we'll see you later. And then we come back in a few weeks. You know, family's where the heart is.
Look at all that. That's truck money, baby. At this point, we actually went to the mechanic who was selling it, thinking that a mechanic, they know vehicles. Of course it's going to be in good condition.
And every article that we looked at said, take your vehicle to a mechanic before you bought it. And we did.
Like I said, there was a lot of mistakes made along the way, and we have learned from them. We definitely have learned from them, and we know what to do in the future if we decide to embark on this journey again. But we'll see.
We have to double check, triple check, get multiple evaluations. We didn't know that.
But let's continue the story because it just gets sadder.
We got a truck and we're stoked about it. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. There's a couple things that we're gonna get upgraded right away and fixed. You like our truck? I love our truck. There was just about a week of overlap of us having both vehicles. At that time, we knew it was time to sell our beloved runaway tiny camper. We're in San Antonio, Texas. We're at Maya's house, Giulietta's sister, and we're listing our runaway camper online right now. We're taking pictures, posting the description, and getting ready to post it for the whole world to see so the right buyer can get our sweet baby. This is really bittersweet for us.
We're really sad. We wish that we could afford to keep it and store it somewhere, but that's just not going to be the case. And we need to make some big changes in our camping setup. Really exciting, kind of overwhelming. I think we have a lot of transition stuff going on right now, and trying to figure everything out is a bit overwhelming, and just all the little details and fine-tuning everything and making sure everything is solid, and also feeling stressed because we want to make sure we're making the right decision. Look at all that stuff. Oh my. I really want to just get all of this stuff out of here, so if someone comes to check it out and they want to buy it, it's ready for them. It's ready to just go.
Gotta say, it is really emotional to be getting rid of our runaway here. We've had so many amazing times, gone on incredible adventures, made memories, and we've really perfected our camping in our tiny camper. We know where everything is. We finally got it down pat to a T. Right at that point is when we're gonna transition. But life is all about change, so we're embracing it, we're welcoming it, we're excited to see who's gonna buy. We're gonna have a mechanic, a diesel mechanic, look at our truck tomorrow to make sure everything is looking perfect in there. I can't believe how many renovations we've already done in this first week of owning it.
We're so tired of working, you guys. We're so tired of organizing, so we're gonna go visit with the fam right now. We're loading up into Maya's little VW Bug, and we're going to the botanical gardens in San Antonio. We're at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens with the family, and it is so beautiful. We're currently in the culinary garden. We got some kale, we got some parsley, we got all the things that are edible. So this is our nephew Osiris, and we got some pancakes, pumpkin pancakes. Maya actually roasted a pumpkin for these pancakes. We got some lovely scrambled eggs and some center cut bacon. Quintessential breakfast right there.
Hi. These eggs are delicious. They're perfect. They're cooked slow and low. So they're creamy and they're delicious. You did a great job.
That was a honey I Rome description there. Yeah. There's really nothing like family time.
It's a new day. We had such a good time with family at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens. Very beautiful. It felt so good to get into some nature. I gotta say, there's nothing like waking up in nature. That's why I love being with my family. I love staying at my sister's right now, but I do miss my camping, I gotta say.
We're gonna be getting back to it real soon. We just dropped our truck off at the diesel mechanic. We wanted to get it looked at, make sure everything is working exactly how it should. There was a little tiny leak under it, so they're gonna assess that.
Yeah.
And then it's open for them to tell us what they think we need to do.
So I went from being very overwhelmed, feeling like a couple days ago, in and out of that feeling, and now just being able to be productive and get things done. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like everything is falling into place just as it should. This is where it starts to get sad. So that day we were in such an amazing mood. We had everything moving forward. We put the deposit down on the vintage truck camper that we were gonna get, which was just north of where we're at in San Antonio. And the diesel mechanic called. He gave us a
a quote
Quote.
on a few things to fix. So we thought we really want to get our truck in tip-top condition before we go on the road with it, as we would with any vehicle. We paid him what he asked for to do a lot of fixes. Once he got to the final fix, a few hours later than we even expected it to be ready, he said, "Who sold you this truck?
Yeah, and it just
This
opened
doesn't
up,
look right."
it opened up a whole can of worms, and we were actually going to take it from him and pay him and go for a test drive ourselves, but luckily I was like, no, actually, would you test drive it? And it stalled on him while he was driving it, which I have been driving it that entire week and it never stalled on me. We knew that buying any used vehicle, we might have to put a little bit of money into it, but not over $5,000. So
Or more.
or more. There was a lot of issues. Once we looked up the Carfax, there was even more issues, which we should have done from the very beginning, and we completely understand that now. Either we were just gonna have to put more money and waste more money in selling this for an adequate price, or we just had to just suck it up and just get rid of it. And luckily, we are on the other side of that right now. We still have our tiny camper, we still have our Jeep, and honestly, we're more grateful for them than ever before. We're down quite a bit of money. We can live with that. But if we didn't have our tiny camper and if we didn't have our Jeep, we wouldn't really have anything.
We don't know what we would do.
Yeah. It's been extremely stressful. And now that we've actually gotten rid of the truck, someone took it for a completely less amount of money and we got it all figured out and squared away. But it was
For a very little amount of money they bought it for. We have to think of it in the big picture. What is this saving us from in the future? Everything happens for a reason, we believe. And what if it would have made something bad down the road that we may never even see? We'll count it as a blessing, even though it's so hard.
It was really hard. We felt totally sick to our stomachs when that diesel mechanic told us all of the issues after we paid him for the repairs. There was just a lot of weirdness going on, and it was hard to know who to believe. It was really unfortunate. There was still just a lot of shysty things happening. Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute learning lesson for us, and I guess one that we needed, and we know what to do in the future. You know, of course, we wish that we could rewind and not have gone through this at all, especially during this time when my family was visiting. They were such a huge support. They knew that we were going through it, and it was really nice to have their love and kindness surrounding us, but it was just
really hard.
so I couldn't, sleep at night.
We've never been more excited to lose a large amount of money and get rid of a truck at the same time.
Yeah.
We had no idea we would be in this situation. The level of excitement that we felt in the process all up until that, as you can see in this video, our heart and our fire all behind everything that we were doing. Everything just doesn't work out how you hoped all the time.
Editing this video and rewatching all of that footage of us just being so excited and, watching Amber get thrilled, it was just depressing. I mean, it was so sad knowing what was the actual outcome of that.
We've loved living and traveling in our tiny camper for just over a year is when we got it. We've been in it permanently ever since, with a few breaks here or there to spend time with family. The reason that we wanted to get a truck camper, that it's something that would be a great direction for our YouTube channel, would present new adventures for us and also new opportunities. At this point in our YouTube careers, we're thinking we're gonna have to get jobs on the side to continue to support this lifestyle. We would love to work at a campground. We also have an opportunity with a friend that we're really excited about.
Big part of that would be privacy. I think being able to have some privacy within our own truck camper would have been huge. And they're still small. I mean, they're still a tiny camper in a sense. And also we would be able to detach from our vehicle and be able to leave the camper there without having to tow anything. And that would also be big. I think we wanted to do a lot more free camping, dispersed camping, which we can do with the tiny camper. But some of those areas, as you know, is like you got to climb up mountains. You have to go down a lot of dirt roads. And one of the biggest issues that we have with our current setup is being able to go to the mountains. And my biggest dream, and I think our biggest dream, is to be able to explore Idaho, Montana, Colorado. And we really can't do that with this setup. We go up and down some of them. For the most part, it's really tough on our vehicle. What you guys can expect in future videos are us still camping, us still outdoor cooking. That's a premise of our videos. We love that part of it. Whatever camping setup we have, we're still gonna camp and cook outside.
We're not confined to a certain type of camping. We love camping, and this is the setup that works for us right now.
Definitely still so stoked to have our tiny camper. We cannot tell you how happy we are that we still have this thing. We are more grateful for it than ever.
What we did, because our Jeep is our only vehicle now, thank goodness, we got her fixed. Thank you to everybody who's contributed to helping get the alternator fixed on our Jeep.
Thank you everybody for your support. You know, we're sorry to have strung you along. We were incredibly disappointed when, you know, we spoke too soon on this. We should have had everything squared away before we kind of told you guys, but
we wanted to bring you on the journey every step with us. It was an emotional roller coaster for us. We wanted to share our full experience with you and not just chalk it up to something tiny that happened. It felt like a big thing in our lives.
So now what we're gonna do is enjoy the holidays. We're just gonna relax. We're not gonna make any huge decisions. We're gonna go camping. We're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be eating, because that's what we do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all of your support through all of this. You guys, I can't even tell you how much it means to us. I'm about to cry. We were, and we will be Honey I Roam. Can't wait to show you what's next because we don't know either. Let's go camping. Love you. We're taking everything out that we can. These cars are going real fast.
On camera.
Zip, zip, zip.
Thank you. Help me up. Wait. Okay, I got it.